Welcome to Accounting Information Systems, Week 1. The learning objectives for Chapter 1 are as follows. Appreciate the complex, dynamic environment in which accounting is practiced. Know the relationship between the Accounting Information System, or AIS, and the organization's business processes. Know the attributes of information. Recognize how information is used for different types of decisions and at various levels within the organization. Recognize how the information system supports the management function. Recognize the accountant's role in relation to the current environment for the AIS. Understand how to use this textbook effectively to learn AIS. The Sarbanes-Oxley Act of 2002, also known as SOX, requires the following. Management must identify, document, and evaluate significant internal controls. Auditors must report on the effectiveness of the organization's system of internal controls. Further, Section 409 of SOX requires disclosure to the public on a rapid and current basis of material changes in an organization's financial condition. Let's now take a look at systems and subsystems of which the AIS is a part. A system is a set of interdependent elements that together accomplish specific objectives. A system must have organization, interrelationships, integration, and central objectives. A subsystem is a part of a system. Within limits, any subsystem can be further divided into its component parts or subsystems. The information system, IS, or Management Information System, MIS, is a man-made system that generally consists of an integrated set of computer-based and manual components established to collect, store, and manage data and to provide output information to users. The Accounting Information System, or AIS, is a specialized subsystem of the IS that collects, processes, and reports information related to the financial aspects of business events. It's often integrated and indistinguishable from the overall IS. Further, it may be divided into components based on the operational functions supported. Components are called business processes, or AIS subsystems. Within information systems, there are information flows, both horizontal and vertical. Horizontal information flows relate to specific business events, such as one shipment or to individual inventory items. This information is narrow in scope, detailed, accurate, and comes largely from within the organization. Vertical information flows service a multi-level management function, from operations and transaction processing through tactical, operational, and strategic management. Chapter 2, Learning Objectives. Describe enterprise systems and enterprise resource planning systems, also known as ERP. Illustrate the organization value chain. Describe the relationship of the organization value chain and an enterprise system. Demonstrate the value of systems integration. Describe how an enterprise system supports major business event processes. Enumerate the pros and cons of implementing enterprise systems. Enterprise systems and ERPs. Enterprise systems integrate business processes and information from all of an organization's functional areas. They enable coordinated operations of business functions and provide a central information resource for the organization. Enterprise Resource Planning Systems, or ERP, are software packages that can be used for the core systems necessary to support enterprise systems. Business Process Management, or BPM. Business process management is a design environment for modeling and documenting business processes targeted at improvements, such as the conversion of manual processes to automated processes, or the implementation of data entry forms to prevent error. It can also be used as an engine to facilitate change. Enterprise systems value chain. A value chain is a chain of activities performed by an organization that transform inputs into outputs valued by the customer. An organization creates a competitive advantage to creating more value for customers than its competitors. Organizations create value by performing activities at lower cost or enhancing differentiation of products or services. Data hierarchy review. A character is a basic unit of data. A field, such as a single cell in a table, is a collection of related characters that comprise an attribute. A record, such as a row in a table, is a collection of related data fields, or attributes, that belongs to a particular entity or event. A table, or file, is a collection of related records, sometimes called entity-event instances. Major ERP models include the following, and please note, these modules do not exist in and of themselves, but are highly interconnected with other modules. Major ERP modules include sales and distribution, which records customer orders, shipping, billing, and features connections to the materials management module, the financial accounting module, and the controlling module. The materials management module governs acquisition and management of goods from vendors, purchase order preparation, and the receipt of goods and recording of invoices. It interacts with the sales and distribution module, the financial accounting module, and the controlling module. Major ERP modules also include the financial accounting module, which plays a central role in the SAP system. It incorporates data from other modules into general ledger accounts and external financial statements. It includes accounts receivable and accounts payable functions to record and manage that data directly, and to complete events begun in the sales and distribution module as well as the materials management module. The controlling and profitability analysis module handles internal accounting, including cost center accounting, profitability analysis for sales, activity-based accounting, and budgeting. Finally, there is the human resources module, which records recruitment, management, and administration of personnel, payroll processing, and personnel training and travel. It also maintains data related to benefits, training, and work shifts. The pros of enterprise systems are as follows. Single database design, integrated system, process orientation versus function orientation, the standardization of business processes and data, easier to understand across the organization, faster business processes, one package across many functions. They are considered a best practice. Modular structure, you just buy what you need. No development needed unless modifications are required. They are configurable, and they feature reduced errors. For example, business rules, enter data once. The cons of enterprise systems are as follows. Centralized control versus decentralized empowerment. The inability to support traditional business processes that may be best practices for that organization. They are complex and inflexible. Best practices are shared by all who buy that package. They are difficult to configure. Long time implementation schedules. Best of breed might be better than a single ERP package. and it can't meet all needs, as it's developed for many user types. The learning objectives for Chapter 3 are as follows. Appreciate the possible changes to organizational processes that occur when e-business is introduced. Understand the major approaches used to record and transfer electronic data during business events processing. Recognize the complexities surrounding electronic data interchange, EDI, that are introduced when linking two different organizations' computer systems for joint business event data processing. Relate to the challenges faced by organizations when they pursue direct business links with customers via the Internet or other networks. Understand the introduction of new technologies into the organization's business processes, and appreciate the business advantages gained through effective use of e-business. Let's take a look at electronic business, or e-business. Electronic business is the application of electronic networks, including the Internet, to exchange information and link business processes among organizations and individuals. Processes include interaction between back office, i.e. internal processes such as distribution, manufacturing, and accounting, and front office, that is external processes such as those that connect an organization to its customers and suppliers. One method of conducting e-business is via electronic mail, or email, which features non-standardized messages between individuals linked via a communications network. This is a weak form for e-business because of the non-standardized format of the emails themselves. Data capture, for example, is difficult due to this unstructured nature. From a sales standpoint, however, a targeted market can be identified by an email list. However, general objectives of e-business are not achieved, especially electronic document management, the capture, storage, management, and control of document images. Methods of conducting e-business also include the following. Remember that business applications fall into two categories: document storage and retrieval, and business event data processing. The typical benefits of e-business include reduced costs of handling and storing paper, improved productivity and customer service, enhanced management of workflow, and faster processing. It also allows for electronic data interchange, or EDI. That is, the computer-to-computer exchange of business data in structured formats that allow direct processing of those electronic documents by the receiving computer system. It also allows for Internet commerce, the computer-to-computer exchange of business event data in structured or semi-structured formats via Internet communication that allows the initiation and consummation of business events. Additional e-business concepts include Internet assurance, a service provided for a fee to vendors to provide limited assurance to users of the vendor's website that the site is in fact reliable and event data security is reasonable. Examples include the CPA Web Trust. Cloud computing, the use of the Internet to provide scalable services such as software and resources, hardware, and data storage to users. Examples include Gmail. Finally, other Internet uses for e-business include Internet auction markets, which provide an Internet base for companies to put products up for bid or for buyers to put proposed purchases up for bid. Internet market exchanges, which bring together a variety of suppliers in a given industry with one or more buyers in the same industry to provide Internet commerce through organized markets.